our children, tired vending flowers, begging to survive. Parents are nowhere, hungry and homeless, unable to read and write. Make a space in our hearts where children can rest. Make a space in our minds. We can build a better world where everyone's a part.
In the mountain of garbage, scavenger father found leftover food.
Everyone's a part. Make a space in our minds. We can build a better world where everyone's a part. Make a space in our hearts where people can rest. Make a space in our minds. We can build a better world where everyone's a part.
Solidarity greetings to AKCDF Peace Mission partners, friends, and everyone. Love is the key to peace that starts from within. As John chapter 3 verse 16 from the Holy Bible says, God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. May the Spirit of God's love, which is just and humble, lives in our hearts. To open this year 2023 Mapalad Ka Journey with the Child for Peace Solidarity Online Gathering, let us start with a prayer of thanksgiving from an AKCDF child, to be followed by the Philippine National Anthem, welcome address from AKCDF.
Mahal aming Diyos, salamat sa biyaya mo sa amin ng pagkakaroon ng mapagmahal at mapangalaga na mga magulang, guro at kaibigan. Gawin niyo pong masaya ang araw na ito ng pagtitipon naming mga asanong bata kasama ang aming mga pamilya para sa katuparan na aming mga pangarap na magandang bukas. Tulungan niyo kami na mabuo ang aming pangarap na mapayapang mundo na walang digmaan, karahasan, at kahirapan. Amen.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Walang mag-ibig, malas na silanganan, palab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Upang inilang, tuyang hanggang pag-ibig, sa mandulupig, di ka masisiin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simbulan, sa langit mong buhay, may dinagang tula at
To our dearest mission partners and friends from Japan and the Philippines, warmest greetings of peace and solidarity from AKCDF children, families, teachers, and staff, and RI District 3800, Rotary Club of Malabon, Highlands, and the Filipino people. Welcome to the 2023 MAPALAD Journey with a Child for Peace and Solidarity Day. This year is the 35th year of AKCDF's continuing Every Child is My Child advocacy to build a just, brighter, and humane life for every child and family. Education, healthcare, livelihood, and food for all, not war, has been AKCDF's continuing advocacy since 1988. Today, I enjoin everyone to uphold children's rights and peace. Together, let us reaffirm these commitments as peace-loving people of the world in thoughts, in words, and in deeds. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Thank you and mabuhay.
Let us warmly welcome and listen to the solidarity messages of Peace Mission Partners of AKCDF MAPALAD, composed by Ms. Ikuko Kobuke, Chairperson of AKAY Japan, President-elect Melchor Corpus of Rotary Club of Malabon, Highlands, Mr. Endicio de la Torre, President of Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement and Chairperson of Education for Life Foundation, Professor Roland Simbulan of University of the Philippines, and Ms. Cora Fabros, Convener of Nuclear Free Pilipinas and Co-Chair of International Peace Bureau.
赤いメンバーと支援者の皆さんに代わって小池が挨拶を述べます。AKCDF35 周年おめでとうございます。どの子も私の子の精神でフローデリサ・ガランさんが創設された AKCDF の継続と発展を大変嬉しく思っております。コロナ禍や戦争で混沌とした世界情勢の中で AKCDF の長年にわたる平和な社会を願う取り組みが私たちにとってもとても励みになっています。3年にわたるコロナ禍をスタッフや保護者の方から力を合わせて乗り越え、昨年9月に対面授業がやっと再開できたことをとても嬉しく思っています。お友達の顔を見ながら、声を直に聞きながら、歌に合わせて踊る子供たちから私たちも随分元気をもらいました。今、世界の多くが軍事拡大に向かっている中で、AKCDF は一貫して子供たちと共に平和な世界の実現を切望するメッセージや歌などを発信し続けていることに大きな勇気をもらっています。6000人以上の AKCDF の卒業生の皆さんの中に先生となり親となって再び AKCDF に関わっていることに、そしてスタッフの皆さんが教育、給食、縫製の分野で地道に活動し続けていることに未来への展望を感じています。日本の子どもたちもコロナ禍で友との関わりが少なくなりがちでしたが、アバカダのスタッフや子どもたちとの交流でとても意欲的になってきました。コロナ禍でもAKAYの新製品を次々日本の支援者に届け続けることができ、喜んでもらっています。また35年にも及ぶ連帯関係からお互いの住む地域から 平和で人権が守られる、そんな地域づくりの学び合いができていることを実感しています。若者や子供たちの未来を平和な社会にしていく共通のテーマに向かって、今後も共に力を合わせていきましょう。ありがとうございました。
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si President-elect Melchor C. Corpus ng Rotary Club of Malabon Highlands. Kami sa Rotary Club of Malabon Highlands mula sa Rotary International District 3800 ay taos-pusong nakikisa sa 2023 Mapalad Ka Journey with the Child for Peace and Solidarity ng Abakadang Kayumanggi Community Development Foundation. Dalangin namin ang paglago ng mga programa ng kawang-gawa ng AKCDF para sa paglikha ng makatarungan, mapayapa at makataong pamumuhay. God bless at mabuhay ang 35 taong misyon na pagsusulong ng karapatang pambata at kapayapaan ng AKCDF. Maraming salamat po.
People's welfare, not war. We join this call of Abakadang Kayumanggi Community Development Foundation on its 35th anniversary. We have experienced the impact of war and conflict on the lives of our people, especially children. The physical and emotional scars they carry can last a lifetime. The destruction wrought by war can set communities back for generations. The Philippine Rural Reconstruction movement, which I currently lead, has its historical roots in the efforts to build the capacity of communities to survive in the midst of poverty, injustice, and conflict. We add our voices to the persistent call for peace and people's welfare, even as we face the threats of war, and address the existing poverty and inequality among our people and the communities, especially in rural areas. The Education for Life Foundation, which I chair, is committed to develop the potential of grassroots community leaders to help their communities work together to solve their problems and pursue their dreams for development and peace and a future that our children deserve. However small our numbers and however weak our voices, let us stand together and draw strength and hope from each other. Together, we commit ourselves to do what we can in our time so that our children will have a future that they deserve. Mabuhay!
May I congratulate the staff, teachers, volunteers, and supporters of the AKCDF MAPALAD Ka Foundation on the occasion of its 35 years of providing education, healthcare, food and livelihood to communities of workers in the Philippines. The AKCDF Foundation has also been active in partnership with the Rotary Club and its Japanese partners in advocating justice, peace, freedom from war and poverty, and freedom from nuclear power plants, and freedom from nuclear weapons. Your 35th anniversary comes at a time when the war in Ukraine is sliding to a dangerous escalation, as well as tensions in the Korean Peninsula, over Taiwan, and the South China Sea. Militarism in Japan, where the first atom bomb was used, is being revived, and the US is again making the Philippines their active aircraft carrier. We are a hairbreadth away from a miscalculation of grave consequences that threaten human existence in a nuclear Armageddon. The increasing threat of nuclear war demands that all peace activists all over the world actively restrain this escalation and demand for a negotiated peace settlement. Citizen transnational activism can still turn back the tide of wars that can lead to nuclear annihilation of our planet. In our region, we are all challenged to prevent provocative US and Chinese military operations from triggering a great power war. Let us all do our part in preventing further tensions and the waste of scarce resources on senseless conflicts. To prevent a great power war that will threaten human survival is the biggest challenge of our times. I hope that the 35th anniversary of the AKCDF Foundation will also be an occasion to heighten our local and global campaign against wars and conflicts which waste our resources meant for education, healthcare, and community welfare. Mabuhay to the AKCDF and its Filipino and Japanese partners.
Good morning, Abakadang children, families, mission friends, and everyone. Today's event is a part of continuing AKCDF MAPALAD Social and Community Development Advocacy Program that aims to build peaceful communities for children and families locally and globally. Today, we shall be presenting reports from the peace-loving people of Asia, their initiatives and movements from the Philippines and Japan. As solidarity friends, we can learn from each other's stories in the spirit of growing together and Asian people for the advancement of peace based on justice. Here is the SDCC Japan report entitled Save the Dugong, which calls for the protection of the children's seas of hope for life and peace.
守ろう。希望の海、ホープスポット。辺野古、ドゥゴン、ホープスポット。希望の海壊さないで守ろう。ドゥゴンのために美しい海を守ろう。
この大浦湾の海、ずーっと大切にしたいです。
日本のね、希望の海を守りたい。
Thank you SDCC Japan for sharing with everyone your environmental and peace initiatives in Japan for the preservation of life and nature. The next presentation is a report from AKAY Japan about desiring a society without war for the protection of people's lives and livelihood.
Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mahalaga na mapaunlad ang ugnayan ng mga tao sa Asya at buong mundo at matuto sa mga karanasan ng bawat isa tungo sa paglikha ng lipunang mapayapa para sa mga bata at pamilya. Narito po ang AKAY Japan Report na pinamagatang pagsusulong ng lipunang walang digmaan at kumikilala sa pantaong karapatan ng payapang buhay at saganang kabuhayan. Noong December 23, 2022, ang Kishida Administration ay nagpasa ng National Defense Budget ng 6.8 trillion yen para sa taong 2023. Noong December 16, ipinasa nila ang pambansang batas na nagpapahintulot ng pagbili ng mga armas pandigma laban sa mga base militar ng mga kaaway. Plano nilang gawing doble ang military budget sa susunod na 5 taon. Nakakasuklam ang pagpapataw ng mataas na buwis na pabigat sa mamamayan para sa gastusing ito. Naglungsad kami ng malawakang pagtutol sa harap ng National Diet Building noong araw ding ito. Isinigaw naming sabay-sabay, hindi kailangan ng mga tao ang armas pandigma, ang kailangan namin ay pagkain. Sa buong bansa, isinigaw namin ang malawakang pagtutol laban sa pagtataas ng buwis para sa militarisasyon. Noong November 25 hanggang November 27, aming idinaos ang Okinawa Ryukyu Arc photo exhibit para ipakita ang malaking banta na idudulot ng sinasagawang pagpapatibay ng military defense fortress ng mga missile. Dahil sa aming naisin na lumikha ng lipunang walang gera para sa maayos na buhay at kabuhayan ng mga tao. Ipinakita namin ang sitwasyon ng Ryukyu Arc sa Nansei Island kung saan patuloy na itinatayo ang Self-Defense Force Missile Base Fortification. Ipinakita namin ang mga larawan ng mga nagmamarchang mga sundalo ng Self-Defense Force sa loob ng military garrison na nagsimula noong December 4, 2020 na nagaganap sa oras ng klase ng mga bata sa paaralan sa Amina Island, north of Okinawa. Ipinakita din namin ang video ng Ground Self-Defense Force lula ng combat vehicle na bahagi ng Joint Japan-US military exercise. Noong March 1, 2019 ay nagdaos ng pagtutol ang 100 na mamamayan ng Ishigaki Island sa Ryukyu Arc. Sila ay nanawagan ng protektahan ang aming mapayapang komunidad. Paalisin ang dayong base militar sa ating lupain. Sa kabila ng pagtutol ng lokal na mamamayan ng Ishigaki, ay patuloy at pinipilit pa ring maitayo ang missile base 300 meters malapit sa paaralan. Walang tigil ang pagtutol ng mamamayan sa pagtatalaga ng self-defense force sa kanilang lugar. Ang sigaw ng mga taong bayan ng Ishigaki, ayaw naming maging mga war targets ang aming lugar at makitang masira ang aming mga buhay, kabuhayan at buong kinabukasan. Sa photo exhibit ay ipinakita din ang mga drawings na ginawa ng Pilipinong mga bata at magulang mula sa Abakada noong 2020 Journey with the Child for Peace and Solidarity Gathering. Sa pamamagitan ng mga drawings ay ipinakita ang mapayapang mensahe ng kapatiran para sa kapayapaan, protektahan ang mga dugong at ang mga bahura ng Henoko. Ayaw namin ng base militar na sumisira sa kalikasan at karagatan ng mga buhay na nagduduktong sa mapayapang buhay ng mga tao sa Asya at buong daigdigan. Ang mga kabataan dumalo sa photo exhibit mula sa Chumugi Day Center ay nagsagawa din ng sharing ng pananawagan pangkapayapaan sa kanilang mga benepisyaryong mga bata at kabataan sa kanilang pasilidad at mga tao sa daan na galing sa pamilya. 70 taon na ang nakakaraan, maraming mga lugar ang nawasak ng gera sa Japan. Ang isa dito ay ang lugar ng Nishinomiya. Dahil sa presensya ng pabrika ng ammunisyong pandigma sa Nauro sa timog silangang bahagi ng Nishinomiya, 5 beses nakaranas ng pagsalakay ng mga eroplanong pandigma ang aming lugar, pangalawa sa Kobe. Marami ang namatay at nasaktan na mga sibilyan sa Nishinomiya. Ang mga sundalo sa aming karanasan ay hindi tagapagtanggol ng sibilyan. Sila ang dahilan ng aming pagdurusa sa tuwing may digmaan. Ang Taisha Elementary School ay malubhang nawasak bunga ng pag-atake ng eroplanong pandigma noong May 11, 1945. 2 guro ang namatay dito. Ang gusali ng Taisha Elementary School na binomba at pinaulanan ng bala. Ngayon, ang Taisha Elementary School Memorial Hall ay aming ginagamit sa peace education upang di na muling maulit pa ang mga sugatan at pinsalang idinulot ng gera. Noong 1983, ang Nishinomiya ay dineklarang Peace Nuclear Free City. Sa deklarasyon ay nakasaad ang paninindigang wala tayong kinabukasan pag may armas nuklear. Panahon ng buwagi ng armas nuklear sa buong mundo. Kailangan nang gamitin ang deklarasyong ito ng lokal na pamahalaan ng Nishinomiya para hikayatin ang bansang Japan na pumirma sa kasunduan para sa prohibisyon ng paggamit ng armas nuklear. Ang mga kabataang nagtatrabaho sa Chumugi Day ay nagbabasa ng Peace Yonagini-jima Island, Peace Okinawa Picture Book. Sinasabi sa libro ang kapayapaan ay maganda. Binabasa din nila ang picture book na Peace and War ni Shuntaro Tinaginawa, Marching in Peace, Marching in War, A Baby of Ali's Side, A Baby of Enemy's Side. Nakilahok din ang Chumugi Day service workers at mga kliyente ng kanilang pasilidad sa photo exhibition. Gumawa sila ng mga larawang isdang lumalangoy at mga karatula. Isinulat nila sa mga karatula, "Ayaw namin ng gera, tututulan namin ang gera para sa proteksyon ng mapayapang buhay ng mga tao. Isulong ang Article 9 para sa kapayapaan." Dahil dito ay naging mainit ang kwentuhan at talakayan ng mga tao tungkol sa karanasan ng giyera. Sinulat ng mga tao ang katagang nagsasabi na, "Ang kapayapaan ang aking buhay." Photo exhibition ay nakatulong sa aming pagpapalaganap sa aming bayan ng Nishinomiya ng kaluluwa ng mensahe ng pangkapayapaang pakikibaka sa Okinawa na nagsasabing ang buhay ay kayamanan.
Thank you, AKAY Japan friends, for sharing your very inspiring and enlightening report. For the Philippines presentation, let us listen to Abakadang Kayumanggi Community Development Foundation's MAPALAD Ka report on building peaceful cities for the advancement of child's rights and people's welfare.
It is with a grateful heart that Abakada children, families, teachers, and staff wish to thank AKAY, Kozen, Save the Dugong Campaign Center, Hirano Kijimuna, Asian Friends Child Concert Performers, Nuclear Free Pilipinas, Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, Education for Life Foundation, Professor Roland Simbulan of the University of the Philippines, Rotary Club of Malabon Highlands, and Abakada Parents and Teachers Association, together with their children, for joining us in this year's 2023 Mapalad Ka Journey with a Child for Peace and Solidarity gathering, which marks the start of our whole year commemoration of AKCDF's 35 years anniversary. In October this year, AKCDF will be celebrating its humble 35 Every Child is My Child solidarity mission of advancing programs on education, feeding for the promotion of children's wellness and prevention of malnutrition, and livelihood for justice, peace, and freedom from poverty. We wish to invite you, friends from Japan, to join us and come to the Philippines in this historic gathering, and let us reaffirm our Filipino, Japanese, Asian people solidarity commitment in the continuing mission to uphold children's rights and people's welfare for peace. We continue to pray for God's blessings of good health and long grace-filled life for all AKCDF mission partners and everyone who have lovingly and selflessly supported our humble cause of building a peaceful and humane world for every child and family. During the height of the global pandemic crisis, people of the world have witnessed the failure of their governments to properly address the needs of its citizens for quality healthcare services, proper education, job and food security, especially the workers, their children, and their families. Despite the suffering of the working people, who are the true builders of the wealth of the land, the government continued to give priority in strengthening its national security through militarization for economic control, sacrificing human welfare. AKCDF, for its part, during the pandemic crisis, actively continued its education and feeding programs for children, community people, and tried its best to save the jobs of its teachers and staff with the help of mission partners like you. Thank you for your great concern for underserved Filipino children and families. In advancing the peace-loving people's call in Asia and worldwide, to rechannel military funds to programs promoting people's welfare for justice and freedom from poverty, AKCDF is strengthening the MAPALAD Ka Parents and Children Against War and Poverty Peace Program to educate, organize, and empower local people to understand, to unite, and to act together in building peaceful cities for children and families locally and globally. MAPALAD Ka advances the call for people's welfare, not war. We have been actively supporting various calls to stop the war in Iraq, Afghanistan, and now in Ukraine, and our homeland as well, where children and families are becoming helpless victims of violence, crime against humanity, human rights abuse, displacement, loss of jobs, and poverty. Through the support of Solidarity Mission partners to AKCDF programs on quality education, feeding, and livelihood, we were able to help more than 6,000 beneficiaries, many of whom have become productive citizens of their communities, working as teachers, professionals, and workers in the various areas of service. We wish to express our great gratitude to all mission partners who have been providing the much-needed support that made all of these humble endeavors possible. This year, we are starting an after-school study hub to help more underserved school urban poor children enrolled in public elementary and high school who have no access to computers. This new education program of AKCDF aims to provide tutorial services and center-based feeding to enable marginalized children to accomplish their daily school assignments with the help of volunteer retired teachers and university students for better educational performance. AKCDF is also initiating a campaign in cooperation with Rotary Club of Malabon Highlands, together with other Rotary clubs, NGOs, people's organizations, for the writing and lobbying of a citizen-led City of Peace for Children and Families ordinance in the locality of Malabon City. This is aimed to encourage the local government to fund social and community development services to ensure the proper delivery of education, quality healthcare, job, and food security for the local citizens. As initial steps, we are organizing various consultations and meetings with community-based and school-based organizations to concretely identify the people's needs in the various area of social service for the proposed City of Peace Ordinance that participating organizations will be preparing together. Volunteer lawyers from Rotary will help draft the content of the Peace Ordinance for handing and lobbying of cooperating citizens, organizations to responsible City Council committee leaders for sponsorship to the said Peace Ordinance in the local government of Malabon City. AKCDF MAPALAD Ka believes in the advancement of programs promoting children's rights and people's welfare in the field of education, feeding, and livelihood, coupled with advocacies on justice, peace, and protection of children's rights. We wish to appeal for your continuing support to help these AKCDF programs that aim for people empowerment to create a humane world where life is given utmost importance and respect more than material things. Every day, I continue to pray to God, the creator of life and nature, that every one of us may be granted wisdom, peaceful mind, a loving, just, and humble heart, dedicated for the continuing struggle and mission to build a safe, happy, and humane life that the children of today, tomorrow, and the generations to come deserves. I would like to share with you a Bible verse, and I quote, "God shall judge between the nations and shall decide disputes for many people. And they shall turn their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nations shall not lift up sword against nations, neither shall they learn war anymore." Let us live lovingly, mercifully, justly, and walk humbly with our God. May the good Lord bind us stronger in the advocacy to build peaceful communities for children and families worldwide. Strengthen the local and global citizens' movement against war and poverty. Defend the human rights of Ukrainians, Asians, and people of the world to live peacefully. End world militarism and war crimes against humanity. Stop the war now. Here is an anti-war song that I wrote entitled Hanggat May Panahon, or While There Is Still Time, which I would like to share with you. The song is about the destruction of people's lives and livelihood, and the hapless children and families who died and suffered from the horrific dropping of atomic bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima in World War II. Through this song, I wish to express the Filipino people's solidarity with the peace-loving people of Japan in upholding Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, committed to advance world peace. Through the power of international solidarity, let us advance people's welfare, not war.
Bombang atomika nang gamitin sa Hiroshima at Nagasaki nung giyerang ikalawa. Maraming napinsala, nasaktan at namatay, mga bata at pamilya ang duoy nadamay. Digmaan hatid nito ay kaguluhan, salot pagdumalaw sa isang bayan. Subalit paano nga bang panghawakan ang hanap nating tunay na kapayapaan kung magpapatuloy ang paligsahan sa palakasan ng puwersang sandatahan? Ngayon'y di na panahon ng espada at panangga, ng tabak, sibat at mga pana. Noong araw ay iba ang uri ng pakikidigma, ang bansang hindi kasali, tahimik at payapa. Di tulad pag naganap ngayon, pag sumiklab ang digmang nuklear, buong mundo'y mabubura, walang taong matitira. Mag-isip hanggat may panahon, mag-isip hanggat may panahon. Ang perang ginagasta sa armas at amunisyon, ilaan sa pagkain para sa nagugutom, programang pangkabuhayan, pondong pang-edukasyon, serbisyong pangkalusugan, pangkalahatan. Narito dinggin iyo ang awitin ng pandaigdigang kapatiran. Sama-samang wakasan, digmaan at kahirapan, magkaisa hanggat may panahon. Magkaisa hanggat may panahon. Magkaisa hanggat may panahon.
I would like to thank all mission partners and friends of AKCDF who are actively supported and join us the AKCDF MAPALAD 2023 Journey with the Child for Peace and Solidarity gatherings. May the presence of our good Lord of love, truth, freedom, and peace be with us all. God also guide us and strengthen us in continuing the Every Child is My Child mission to build a just and a human life for all. Now, let us joyfully watch the Asian Children Friendship for Peace and Solidarity cultural presentation of Filipino and Japanese children.
じゃあこれ僕最初言ってその後みんなで言う感じでいいですか？それかもうせーの。緊張したくらい。あ、ごめんなさい。
手で持たない。なんでで、かぶりたくない。かぶりたくない。いいよ。かぶりつけばいい。目をそうして。
じゃあ本番いきます。
笑顔で皆さ
ん。いくぞ。いくよ。いきます。せーの。We are 関東コゼン。
こんにちは。マガンナハポンポ。お元気ですか？
クムスタかよ。コングラチュレーションアバカダ。
See you again。
ありがとうございました。せーの。マラミンマラミンサラマット。
Let's create a peaceful world where children can always smile together.
Abakadang Kayumanggi sa amin tinuro. Salamat sa tiyaga ng mahal naming guro. Tinuro niya'y tinuro sa kapwa-bata ko. Ang diwang Pilipino saan man nagtungo. Kami kamay tayo, kaibigan kamag-aral ko, paglingkuran ng Diyos kapwa-tao, pagpayuhan ng mundo. Abakadang Kayumanggi sa amin tinuro. Salamat sa tiyaga ng mahal naming guro. Tinuro niya'y tuturo ko sa kapwa-bata ko. Ang diwang Pilipino saan man magtungo. Kapit kamay tayo, kaibigan kamag-aral ko. Paglingkuran ng Diyos kapwa-tao, pagpayuhan ng mundo. Abakadang Kayumanggi sa amin tinuro. Salamat sa tiyaga ng mahal naming guro. Tinuro niya'y tuturo ko sa kapwa-bata ko. Ang diwang Pilipino saan man magtungo. Ang diwang Pilipino saan man magtungo. Hindi mga baril at armas pandigma ang kailangan ng mundo ayon sa mga bata.
Ang aming hinihingi ay makakaing tinapay na maaring hatiin
Maglaro ng bola, hindi bala, masaya ang mundo na walang gulo. Kung sakaling may pagtatalo, huwag daanin sa init ng ulo. Ugaling yan ay asal hayop, ya'y di gawang makatao. Dinggin ng panawagan ng mga musmos, ang tinig ng paslit ay tinig ng langit. Ang awit nila'y kailang kaya madirinig, hatid nito ay balita ng mapayapang daigdig. Maglaro ng bola, hindi bala, masaya ang mundo na walang gulo. Kung sakaling may pagtatalo, huwag daanin sa init ng ulo. Ugaling yan ay asal hayop, ya'y di gawang makatao. Dinggin ang panawagan ng mga musmos, ang tinig ng paslit ay tinig ng langit. Ang awit nila'y kailang kaya madirinig, hatid nito ay balita ng mapayapang daigdig. Hindi mga baril at armas pandigma ang kailangan ng mundo ayon sa mga bata.
Ang aming hinihingi ay makakaing tinapay na maaaring hatiin ng pantay-pantay.
Yeah.
shared equally, where every child is everyone's child, no fear of war and hunger. When everyone learns to live for each other, there is peace. When everyone learns to respect one another, there is peace. Listen to our voices, to our song of peace. Will touch your hearts, embrace your souls. We dream of a world without borders, where everyone is born free. We dream of a humane society, where everything is shared equally, where every child is everyone's child, no fear of war and hunger. When everyone's just and no one is poor, there is peace. When everyone cares and loves one another, there is peace. Listen to our voices, to our song of peace. We'll touch your hearts, embrace your souls. We dream of a world without borders, where everyone is born free. We dream of a humane society, where everything is shared equally, where every child is everyone's child, no fear of war and hunger. We dream of a world without borders. We dream of a humane society, where every child is everyone's child, no fear of war and hunger. Where every child is everyone's child, no fear of war and hunger. We dream of a world without borders, where everyone is born free, where everything is shared equally. We dream of a humane society. It was in 1988.
On behalf of AKCDF Parents and Teachers Association and Filipino people, we would like to thank AKAY, Save the Dugong Campaign Center, Kanto Kozen Children, Hirano Kijimuna, Asian Child Concert for Former Friends, Rotary Club of Malabon, Highlands, Professor Roland Simbulan of University of the Philippines, Nuclear Free Pilipinas, Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, Education for Life Foundation, Abakadang children and their families for their active participation and support in this year's 2023 AKCDF MAPALAD journey with the Child for Peace and Solidarity online gathering. Long live the Asian people's friendships for the advancements of children's rights, people's welfare, justice and peace. God bless and mabuhay.
And I am here to sing my songs for the people. Learn to give and share so everyone may live. I believe that every wise life is yours and mine. Let love unite us all, and our world will be fine. The people learn to give and share, so everyone may live. I believe that every life is yours and mine. Let love unite us all, and our world will be fine. And we are here to sing our songs for the people. Learn to give and share, so everyone may live. We believe that every life is yours and mine. Let love unite us